The correct answer to this question is option B. Hello everyone, this is Mentor Tuba, and in this video we are going to discuss another PMP scenario with its detailed explanation. So here we begin. This is the PMP scenario in front of you. After completing the sprint, the Scrum team presents their work to the customer during the sprint review meeting. The customer provides feedback that some of the delivered features do not fully meet their requirements and they request significant changes. How should the Scrum Master handle this situation? We have 4 option choices. Option A, as the changes belong to the current sprint work, so instruct the team to revise the features before the current sprint ends. Option B, facilitate a discussion between the customer and the product owner to reassess the priorities and adjust the backlog. Option C, proceed to the sprint retrospective and discuss the changes. And option D, discuss the customer's feedback and schedule a separate meeting for the next sprint review. The correct answer to this question is option B. Let's first discuss why A, C, and D are not correct choices. A says that act immediately to the requested changes in the current sprint. See, in the scenario, the situation is that you are working in a sprint which is almost ending because you are already in the review session with your customer and you are getting the sprint backlog validated with the customer. There, the customer has shown his worry about what you have developed, and he's not really fully happy with what the outcomes of the sprint is, and he wants some changes. Immediate action on the requested changes, as suggested in option A, would lead to some misalignment to your sprint goal, may disturb your current sprint planning and current sprint work, and may overwhelm or over allocate the Agile team with some additional work, right? So on that ground, option A is not the correct choice. Option C, proceed to the sprint retrospectives and discuss the changes. First of all, this concept is correct that retrospective is a meeting that happens in a sprint right after the review session is over. So that part is correct. But concept that requested changes by the customer should be discussed in the retrospective session is not correct. Retrospective is the meeting where team performs a self-assessment of their already performed work in that sprint, which has been passed, and they self-assess about their goods and bads and actions and issues and risk and everything as a team. So this is not the right meeting to discuss this situation in this question. So on that grounds, option C is incorrect. Why option D is incorrect? Document the customer's feedback and schedule a separate meeting for the next sprint review. See, first of all, this option talks about the next sprint review. So you are currently in a review meeting for the current sprint, and the option is suggesting to defer and delay this situation and whatever it demands, like backlog refinement and adjusting the backlog and prioritizing the backlog based on this these significant changes, which most likely are prioritized as well, till the next sprint review, like after one complete cycle. So this is going to be a very bad choice. This is not at all a good choice, and this is going to be a very reactive approach as well. So this option definitely is not a good choice to wait or defer the backlog refinement and whatever changes you need to make in your upcoming sprints and all till the next review meeting. Option B, which is the correct answer and the most appropriate thing to do in this situation. Facilitating a discussion between the customer and the product owner to reassess priorities and adjust the backlog. So whatever changes the customer has requested, these are significant changes as per the current sprint work validation. And the best thing to do is, as per the Agile mindset, the changes are welcome, the changes are accommodated, the changes are continuously assessed and refined in your product backlog. So the right thing to do in this situation is probably in the same review meeting, which is happening right now, or maybe later after this meeting is over, the product owner, the customer, and the relevant stakeholders can sit in a backlog refinement meeting where these changes, along with everything else which has been pre-decided for the upcoming sprint, as well as the releases, that how these changes should be accommodated and what you need to defer, what you need to change, what you need to shuffle, what you need to adjust in your product backlog and release backlogs to make sure that these changes are accommodated. And this is totally in alignment with Agile mindset. So your third point of Agile Manifesto, which talks about customer collaboration, and your fourth pointer about Agile Manifesto, which talks about requesting a change, in alignment to those two pointers, point number 3 and 4 of Agile Manifesto, option B is the most effective and most right thing to do in this situation. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this explanation. We will meet soon with a new PMP question. Till then, take care.